Training camp rolls on, and we are going to catch you up to speed with everything you need to know here on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Before we get to the latest from St. Joe, Missouri, I got a little question for the Kingdom. How long have you been a Kansas City Chiefs fan? No wrong answers here. Just very curious. If you've been a Chiefs fan for 5 years or more, like today's video. If not, comment and tell me how long you've been a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs. Let us know in the comment section, and we will get started with today's show. Let's begin with Trent McDuffie. McDuffie coming off a strong 2023 campaign, and with the departure of L'Jarius Sneed, McDuffie wants to take on a bigger role within the Chiefs secondary in 2024, as he's made it known he wants to face the best of the best when it comes to the top receivers across the National Football League. And we've seen McDuffie has turned into a superstar, right? And I got to say, I love the tenacity, the courage that he's showing. We'll show you his quote here in just a bit, that he's not afraid of a challenge, that he wants to take on these elite wide receivers across the National Football League. And as he was talking to the media this week, he came off with this approach of not necessarily cocky, but confident. And here's more exactly what he had to say as far as his defensive role goes. Listen to this from McDuffie here. I mean, I told Spags, whenever he needs me, like I always said, that's where you can put me. I'm going against the best. That's why we play this game, to go against the best, being able to compete no matter who is against me. I'm ready to do that. Last year was really my first time at the nickel position. Then this year, with LJ leaving, moving to the outside will be a different ball game. Inside, you can get help there, and so you can do things a little differently. On the outside, when you're on an island, you got to be a technician coming into this camp, knowing that I might have to do more of that. I've been working on my technique a little by little each day, and just trying to perfect myself out there. I got to tell you, I'm all in on Trent McDuffie. I think that he can be, if he isn't already, the best cornerback of the National Football League. That's how high my expectations are, and I think he's due for another fantastic season in 2024. What do you guys think? Is Trent McDuffie the best corner in the NFL? Let us know in our pinned comment today. Y for yes, N for no. Way in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for last-minute tickets, the best seats, and the lowest prices guaranteed. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and the lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater productions, and more. Let's say you want to go to a Chiefs preseason game, or maybe you want to go see the Royals, whatever it may be. Choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed. Then they have the seats that you can choose from, and you can see if you like that seat or not. Then within a matter of moments, you're checking out, whether it's with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. It's fast, easy, and simple, folks. Save up to 60% off. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Let's talk about Travis Kelce, the Chiefs star tight end, the best tight end in the National Football League. He's looking for a bit of a reset in 2024. And much was made about Kelce having a down year last year, and you heard a lot of the mainstream media out there say that they felt like that this was the beginning of the end for Travis Kelce, that he's losing a step, that he's not that guy anymore. And then came playoff time. When it mattered, when push came to shove, Travis Kelce was fantastic last year in the postseason. I think this has been greatly overblown that Travis Kelce is on some downward spiral, if you will. He is all in on 2024. I think that he's going to show up and show out, and that he's going to prove why he is the best at his position this year. I have no doubt in my mind that Travis is going to come through as he's done time and time again for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kelce had this to say on entering his 12th season with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is my sanctuary, baby. St. Joe, year 12. That means I've spent just about an entire year in my life up here in the dorms, man. Everybody may see that is pretty grueling, but I enjoy it, man. There's something about this place that gets you ready every single year. I'm not going to lie. I got pretty excited as the time started counting down to get out here and get this thing rolling. So it's just making sure that my body's getting that rest and that ability to train harder and be able to withstand an entire 17 to 20 game season. And that's the thing. When you talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, you're not talking about preparing for just a 17-game season. You're talking about a 20-game season, as we know this team's trying to go back to back to back here in 2024. And I got to say, too, credit where credit's due to Travis for actually getting excited about training camp. That's refreshing to hear. How many guys do you hear from across the NFL that just dread the idea of training camp? And Travis is embracing it all. So I can't wait to see what he does here in 2024. I believe in Travis Kelce that he's going to have a fantastic season once again. Speaking of the season ahead, here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report, we are going to be all over it as we'll bring you wall-to-wall coverage throughout the 2024 campaign. And here's what I want to know. Can we get to 55,500 subscribers before the very first preseason game? We're less than 50 away from reaching that next milestone. We're going to have watch parties this season. We'll bring you breaking news, live shows, interactive Q&A mailbags, and more. This is your one-stop shop for all things Kansas City Chiefs. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV for daily Chiefs updates you won't find anywhere else. All right, let's talk about the big fella, Kingsley, the Chiefs draft pick that I got to tell you, I really liked the pick at the time, getting him from BYU. And now, early on, he's already leaving an impression on his teammates as he competes for that starting left tackle job. And you look at this Chiefs offensive line, we know that Creed Humphrey's there, and they got a couple good pieces, right? But this left tackle position, kind of the great unknown heading into 2024, and all signs point to that the King himself is going to win this starting job, that he's making the progress that he needs to. As long as he stays healthy here, he's the odds-on favorite. We talked about him impressing his teammates. Creed Humphrey had this to say about the King. Listen to this from Creed. He's picking up on stuff, so for him, it's just continuing to get those reps. He's going against really good defensive ends right now. It's going to be really helpful for him. He's getting better every day, and you can tell he's bought in. He's asking questions in meetings, staying sharp, staying locked in on meetings. You can tell he has the instinct for the game, likes how he needs to play and how he needs to block, things like that. As long as he keeps continuing to refine his techniques, it's going to be really good for him. He's a great athlete. He has the mindset to be great. Mind over matter, right? I'm all in. I like everything I've seen. I think he's in good shape, and the Chiefs' offensive line will be much better, I think, than what they're given credit for. Do you think the King is starting week one at that left tackle spot? I'm all in. I'm typing HY for hell yes. Or do you disagree? Do you think it's going to be Wanya Morris instead? Type HN for hell no. Let us know. Chime in the comment section. Get your predictions in now. Let's talk Joe Thuney now, as Joe Thuney has officially made his return from injury. We all remember what happened when he got banged up in the AFC playoffs last season and was done so done. The Chiefs had to make do without him, and now he's back on the football field, and the progress is there. He's coming back nicely and will be at full strength right in time for the season to begin for this Chiefs team. And this is a guy that when you get older, right, you start to wonder, okay, how's your body going to hold up? How do you go through the recovery process and all that? But everything looks A-okay at this point for Joe Thuney to make his return and be an impact player for this Kansas City Chiefs team in 2024. Creed Humphrey also weighing in on another offensive lineman. Humphrey said this, whenever you get a guy like that back, it's great. He's done it all in the league. He played in all the big games, and he sees everything so well. and that's what makes him one of, if not the best guards in the league. So being able to have him back, it's going to be huge. And he's absolutely right about that. This is a difference maker for the Kansas City Chiefs. I can tell you that much right now. Let's talk defense now. Spags, he and Nick Bolton and company, their big emphasis entering 2024 is to create more turnovers. As good as the Chiefs' defense was in 2023, they kind of lacked in the turnover department of creating those extra possessions, if you will. And the defense has come a long ways, no doubt about it, from what it was even just a couple of years ago. But I got to say, I like hearing what you're about to hear from Nick Bolton and from Spags here in just a moment about not just being content, about pointing to a specific area and saying we're going all in to improve this area here. Let's start with Spags saying the following. If it's ingrained, then it'll show up on game day. We didn't get as many turnovers as we're used to, so it's been a big emphasis. Ingrained, people. Nick Bolton saying the following. I dropped 2 or 3 interceptions last year. We were very good at creating takeaways my first year here in 2021, and then it kind of slowly trickled down, and now we're being down to being ranked 27th. He even knows the statistics of where the team ranked. So that tells you how dialed in they are. What's your confidence level in the Chiefs defense in 2024? I think it's going to be a really good group. I'm going about 8.5 out of 10. What do you guys think? Put your confidence level in the comments section. Let us know. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video. We certainly appreciate it. Tyler Jones here. Second show on tap. Been a lot of fun, and we're just getting started here on the Chiefs Report. We will see you next time. Thanks for joining us for continuing training camp coverage.